Hey folks, welcome back to DCS. So today we are doing mission 3 of the Mirage 2000C campaign, and the general vibe of this is to do some air-to-air refueling and check out the ILS landing features, but we're starting cold and dark, so step 1 is to put the battery on. We will already have fuel since it's a campaign mission, so we're going to just go straight ahead and power up the engine. We'll close the canopy so I can actually hear myself think. 11 on the RPM gauge means I can feed some throttle in to maintain the engine start procedure. Not sure why the sound goes off when that happens, and not maybe it's a bug, I don't know. It does seem a bit odd though. So next we can begin doing the ILS alignment. So for that we need to press Shift and K to get the kneeboard up, and square bracket right twice to get to the part sign sheet. Then we need to come down to this knob here, that can stay on N. This one needs to go to VEI, which will turn our ILS computer on. Then we need to prep waypoint 20 and press insert, and then we can begin the alignment. So for the left side we press 1, north south, we're doing north, so we press 2 with the N on it. Then we type in the number, so 4137488. The last 3 digits will not show, but they will still count. When you press insert, you'll see it appear up here in full. Then to do the easting, for the right hand side we press 3, and then we press 6 for east. Then we type the number in again, so 045, that's this number here, 02168, insert, and again in full here. Then we turn the dial to Alt for altitude, and then here we're at 466 meters. Left is feet, right is meters, so we press 3 for right. We press 3 again because it's a plus value, it's a positive value. 466, insert, which is 1,529 feet. We then come back to this dial here, and we can either go to ALN, which is for a full long as fuck alignment, which takes about 8 minutes, or we can go to ALCM, which takes much less time. You'll see that blinking light, and we can now click on Val, which will cement the values and begin the alignment. To check the status of the alignment, we turn this dial here to STS, and then we'll get a readout counting down from 100. If you do the full alignment, this will count down through 4 different procedures with a similar readout, but it takes much longer. So now for the other warning thingies, whilst that is counting down, we want to have the hydraulic system on. I'll make one of the lights go away. This is the PO tube heating, which means that your speedo will still work at high altitude. And this is the backup gyros, which means I can now set that level. I'll do. We can turn that warning light off. We still have gain. I'm not entirely sure what gain is. I've not seen that one before, but this one is because we haven't tested the fly-by-wire system, which we do with this switch down here. I don't think this is really necessary, but actually that's the wrong way. We need to go to test. Hydraulic test. Electrical test there, but there's no warning light for that. I don't think you need to do that. You can definitely fly with this light on, but I'm the kind of person that has to open apps just to get rid of the little notification number because it fucks me off. So there we go, that's done. The green light has come on to say that the test has been completed, so we can now shut that cover. HUD is this switch. Now that's the gun, auxiliary gun sight. HUD is this switch here. Radar is that switch there. And then because the alignment has completed now, as shown by Pret in green, we can now change that back to N and change this to nav, which will centralize our velocity vector. And to begin the mission, we will turn our radio on. So that's for the secondary radio, and this is for the primary radio. So I've already done all this. So let's get rid of the kneeboard because we don't need to see that anymore. And in fact, even though we're not going to be doing any combat this mission, just to show you, this is your countermeasures panel. Program 5 is a one-to-one of chaff and flow, which is nice, and you put it on SA to turn the system on. SA means that you manually dump flares with the button that you set in the controls to do so. This is your missile warning system, so you right click that. It actually has two positions. I'm not entirely sure what the second one is, but yeah, this is your RWR power switch. I have made the mistake of not turning that on before. And this is your ECM. So M marche is for on, and then you want to put it on the square, which means that as per the FC3 modules, you press the button to turn it on, and you can tell whether it's on or not with this light here. So that's on, that's off. Blah blah blah. Oh, and this here is your IFF switch. You want to go to the far right. That one may actually work too, but I've been putting it there and that works fine. And that just means that if anything is on your radar scope and you hit your IFF button, which is also your nose wheel steering button, shown by that blue light down here, two function button. If you're in the air, then it will do IFF, and radar contacts on the scope will be marked by a diamond if they are friendly, and not marked by a diamond if they are enemy. On the HUD, friendlies will be marked by an A, enemies will be marked by a line underneath. I think let's just close that cover for the sake of neatness. That's it. Let's just start up. So green radio is main, red is the VHF. This is what you'll always use for talking to your flight, and this is for monitoring things like the AWACS. To change the preset frequency on this one, you use this dial here. For the preset frequency on this radio here, you use this dial here, and that is the readout. So you want it on channel 1, and this you want it on channel 2. I think I've already gone through the turning them both on. With that one you twist it to the right, that one you put it on FF. Let's put some landing lights on. That's for the nose wheel, and these here are for the wingtips and such. I think that means they are off, so we want to put them all into the middle. Cockpit lighting is down here on these 4 dials, so max them all out. That one's already maxed by default, and we can see fine for now because the hangar is magically lit by magic, but because we're going to have to do an ILS landing on our way back, I assume that we won't be able to see as well once we're out of the hangar. So yeah, but let's get rolling. I'll stay short of the runway and we can watch our wingman take off, which will probably be pretty cool. Also, just because I don't want that to look so shit, I'm going to actually activate the mirror because I really don't like that low res texture. Still getting just shy of 60 FPS. I'm going to put the oh, right, let me. Oh, that's the wrong button, that's why. I like having the pilot model on just because it looks a bit more legit. Except for when you look behind you and you don't have a head. Ooh. Let's get on the active. So let's line up, turn the nozzle steering off, and punch it to full burner. Afterburner light here. Rotate at about 120, lift off about 150. Ooh, wake turbulence, gear up. Come off the burner. To navigate, you can see your waypoint selected here and the distance to it. And you use these plus and minus buttons down here, which you can bind keys to cycle your waypoints. Or you can actually, let me just slow down to not overshoot this guy. Lit his burner for a brief second there. Maybe he should be forming up on me. You know what, let's just ignore him. It's because we hit waypoint 2, that's why he turned off. And then, from what I know, that is for daytime refueling, and the next one above is for nighttime. Which I imagine just puts a light on the outside of the plane, shining on it, so that the boom operator or basket guy, I guess, can see. So it's a Hercules. It's pretty slow. Let's tell them that we are ready. I have only ever done this once before in the F-15, which is similarly stable, but that was with a large jet, not a prop, although the speed was similar. Let's see how it goes. So we need to get close enough to show intent to refuel. How slow is this thing going? Really fucking slow. Okay. Tanker F6. Intent to refuel.
Hondo 1-1. Chevy 2-1. Request rejoin.
Chevy 2-1. Arco 1-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 20,000. At 230.
230 knots. Okay, ready pre-contact.
Ready pre-contact.
Cleared contact.
Basket's coming out the left side.
Contact. You're taking fuel. Transfer complete.
Whoa, was that it? Fuck me. Alright. So we're ready to go on.
1-2, I'm ready to move on.
Alright, and the first thing we have to do is to set up the TACAN and the ILS. Go ahead and set up channel 22 X-ray and 108.75 respectively. Push channel 1
108.75.
on your green radio and contact Piazzani Tower to obtain your approach clearance. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
That needs to be on TR. That may need to be on M. Contact Vazani.
Chevy 2-1, inbound.
Chevy 2-1, Mirage, flying 6078, 450, QFE 28.16, runway 31, dependent altitude.
1-2 is ready to proceed.
Let's make sure that your system is in the nav mode, your master arm switch is off, and you don't have any weapons selected. On the PCA, select APP, then that will turn on the approach mode for the HAT.
APP. And we appear now to be getting the correct information. So we need to put this velocity vector in that box. We need to be going a little bit slower than we are.
Chevy 2-1, Mirage, check landing gear. Wind 308 at 7 meters per second, runway 31.
Well done, you have landed. Taxi to the parking spot. This concludes this part of the training.